Okay, looks like my microphone is connected now. Good. So, hi there, Apothecary. Congrats on being first person in the chat room. Now, I did have to go back and watch the end of the last stream episode to remember what I was doing here. And hi there, Cadu Lopez Oliveira. I hope I pronounced that anywhere close to correct. So yeah, last time I stopped off with the very sensible reasoning of I'd explored this entire floor of the fortress and I had to go to dinner. So, no one's dead, I don't need to do any reloading. Let's see what's upstairs. Locked door is no match for me. Am I still picking things? Am I still picking stuff up? How much space do I have in inventory? Githa has a lot of space, but nobody else has all that much. So I probably shouldn't be picking up a whole lot of random junk. Random coins, however, always picking those up. So this game came out in very early 2000s, which means it's about 24 years old now. Even the remake of Avernum Escape from the Pit, I think, came out in, like, 2010, 2011, something like that. There's a thick book on the pedestal. It is apparently a Nephilim religious text, worthless to you. Not one that teaches us any priest spells, I guess. Also, earrings are very low weight and high value. Sign. Hall of Honored Dead, active and inactive. I don't know if I like the idea of active honored dead. I can search skull piles. It apparently doesn't give me anything. Oh, hey, zombies. That was honestly a lot less scary than I was expecting. Yeah, I felt like playing some Avernum, and this is in part to celebrate 777 subscribers. Woohoo, fun number. Ooh, Mind Crystal. Those are cool. Skull. And bones. One can expect to find lots of skulls and bones in a crypt. A crude drawing of several potions. Oh, really? Come on, 79%. There we go. And apparently, you were not a spellcaster, you were just a regular Nephil. I can attack people with a kitchen knife. Ooh, energy potion. Yes, very good. And then we've got a stack of healing and more energies. Probably should spread the healing potions out a little more among my party members. It'll be fine. You examine them briefly. They're covered with unusual writing. The symbols on the paper were not words, as you first thought, but strange symbols. As your eyes trace over the lines, you start to feel ill and disoriented. Oh no. Well, at least it's just basic disease and not dumbfounding. I think I may be higher level than these Nephil warriors. That is what happens when I do the Nepharim fort before the Nephilim one. Ooh, steel small shield. I should maybe do some healing. I'm not even going to bother with stone arrows anymore. And I am also definitely not going to attack the kitty, even though I just slaughtered her caretakers right in front of her. The beast looks up at you mutely, you match gazes with it, trying to achieve some sort of common ground. In the end, you feel personally enriched, but you learn nothing. Surprise. Also, who just leveled up? Magrat did. Yay! Why do I keep looking in dressers? Because sometimes there are fun things in there, like scrolls of spray acid. Zombies. And the shaman. This one, I think, does call for actually getting in combat mode. I have Repel Spirit. Ooh. Repel Spirit can be pretty effective. Silver drinking cup. Worth more than either of the daggers. One thing that Jeff's later games have that I really miss right now is the junk bag, where I can just shove all manner of items into it, no matter quantity or weight, and just carry around a whole bunch of stuff to sell off in town. Okay, I would prefer not to have anyone die today. In my party, anyway. Oh, Esme is still webbed, that's why. Ow, yikes. Oh, that's a chieftain, that's why. That's why he hit so hard. There's a large cauldron here, filled with oil being heated by a brazier underneath. Running along the floor to the south is a narrow trench with slits in the bottom. This mechanism must be used to pour hot oil down on people in the entry hall below. No doubt that is a nasty surprise for any invaders. Or first-time players. You smash the cauldron and overturn the brazier. A few careful blows shatter the hinges and handle. No one will be using this trap to harm invaders anytime soon. Okay, the chieftain did drop some good loot. See, I don't know how many arrows I actually have right now. Okay, and everyone who wants to steal a longsword already has one. Weird meat. I'll pass, thanks. Well, hello there. Really should have saved before coming in here. So, Anastasia, she is still a challenge. She is also still named Anastasia. I think the remake changes her name to Zenora, Zenobia, something like that. Possibly because Jeff inserted or remembered that he had an Anastasia in Sylvar as well. This is a little bit crap. Oh, that's not fair. I killed all of your allies and then you just summoned more of them. Also, I've got wands. I might want to use wands. With a final blow, you slay Anastasia, powerful mage and traitor to humankind. She will no longer provide leadership and guidance to this Nephil clan. You have handed a grave setback to the plans of the Nephilim of Avernum. Honestly, I should probably just come back here when I get Jay resurrected again. All the items and money and stuff will keep. How dare, and also where are you? One thing about this engine, at least at the size that I can see it right now, is it's a little bit harder to see enemies who might be sneaking up on me. Okay. Take a rest here where it's safe, and... Where's the nearest healer? Is it Carol in Fort Dovno? 2 whole cave slimes. Oh no. Okay, acid actually is kind of bad. Three damage, McGrath. Really? These slimes are tougher than I expected. Yeah, good point about sneaking enemies being humanoid cats. Very quiet and stealthy. Hmm. 20 damage. Ugh. Bleh. Do I want to fight them anyway? No, I do not. Oh, nuts. This passage is blocked by a large band of Nephilim guards, sitting around a campfire in front of the big fort. They look at you with contempt as you approach. They decide that you should be punished for approaching so close to their fortress. I had a hard time telling their sprites from the mushrooms nearby. Ooh, scroll of control foe could be sort of interesting here. Nephil Archer resists charming. Aww. Someday McGrath will get some spells that are better for offense. Today is not that day. items on battlefields like this will disappear if I don't pick them up. I'll grab a few just to make sure I have gold for raising J. The Nephilim are gone. You are victorious. You may continue onward. Yay. But yeah, I forgot those Nephilim were there because they aren't there in Exile. Also, I honestly don't remember if dying and getting resurrected comes with any damage to your stats in this game. But it is very annoying. Actually, I do have something I need to do anyway. There it is. Mind Crystal. Mind Crystal of Lay on Hands. It's worth quite a bit of money. This is one of Avernum's rarest and strangest treasures. These crystals were found by the first exiles to arrive down here. When you stare deep within one, a voice will speak inside of your mind, teaching you an unusual skill. So if I use this crystal, the character who uses it gets the Lay on Hands skill, which I believe is a once per day healing. Single target. Okay, doke. So I'm going to sell all of my jewelry. I've got Iron Javelin, that one's a steal. Going to sell at least most of the extra items I've been picking up. Bolt of Fire, I think I'd rather have the money than the scroll. Okay, first aid should go to McGrath. Small shield is going to J. Party is going back to the fortress. I'm half tempted to go after the Nephilim with Jay being very unequipped. After all, the three girls took care of the other group just fine on their own. Jade punches for 13 damage. And Jay kills a snake with his bare fists. Actually, some half-decent loot around here. So now I should be able to safely go through the front door. I can even unlock it. It's not as easy to see where all the doors are on this map. But yeah, everything is still here right where I left it. Two iron arrows, that feels excessive somehow. And he probably wasn't using a shield because he had an iron greatsword. I've come down with a bad case of carrying too much stuff. Steel greatsword, my goodness. Metal helmet not identified. Okay, both my ranged characters have Fletcher's rings equipped. Ooh, drakeskin sandals. That could be cool. Mandrake. Okay, I think that's all I feel like picking up here. Okay, drakeskin sandals. Okay, no special magical properties, they just give me a little extra defense. Oh, Geetha already had drakeskin boots. So 1 to 2 versus 1 to 1 plus 2. Now then, oh, secret passage, easily discovered. So you've got first aid kits and scalpels, but scalpels are not usable by party members. Among the clothes in the dresser, you find Anastasia's journal. You inspect it briefly, to try to figure out what a human mage was doing here. It doesn't take long to figure it out. Most of the Empire has been exterminating Nephilim on the surface for a long time. more merciful governors have been rounding the cat people up and dumping them into Avernum. Anastasia was a bandit leader on the surface, leading a group of Nephilim in raids on human settlements. When she was captured, her entire band was sent down here. She used her understanding of their ways and her existing band to work her way into a position of great influence with the chief of this tribe. She aided them with magic and advice. She aided them with magic and advice in return for protection and wealth. At one point, by the way, she mentions the theft of a magical gold necklace. She seems very angry that the priests are keeping it in the temple on this level. She mentions nothing about how one could get in. And despite being on the same level as the temple, Anastasia does not have access to it. Thick book on the pedestal. And Esme learns Bolt of Fire level 3. Very nice. Now let's get back to that temple, because I do believe I have a bronze key, which will open the door. Wait, what? What do you mean I don't have it? I should have that. Special item. No special item. Darn it! Have to go back to the other Nephilim fort. I could have sworn I did this already. Oh, there's a wall there. And there's a wall there. Hi there, yeah, Mama Nama. Yeah, we're still pretty early in the game. Empty box. Bronze key in the box. Somehow I missed that, I guess. That skeleton did not have anything useful, apparently. Three Nephil and 2 Nephil warriors. This should be quick. And somehow the door has become relocked. It's harder for me to navigate purely by map in this one. That annoys me. Fortunately, your bronze key opens it easily. Oh, I see, there's an archer out there. Only 3 shamans. And yeah, cold damage does nothing to undead. Bolt of Fire level 3 does do pretty good damage. Is that all of you? I don't remember if I looked at these before. There's a lot of Nephilim writing on this obelisk that apparently I cannot translate. There's a large basalt altar here. It has strange markings on it and seems to absorb light. The air around it is icy cold. I have the option to destroy the altar. I'm not going to right now. I've already learned my lesson for today about saving. Oh, there's a ghost. Spirit, whatever. And a cloakroom with a zombie for some reason. Little apothecary workshop. Come on. There we go. Ah, zappy floor. I do not like the zappy floors. You open the box carefully. There's a gold necklace inside, resting on a sheet of giant lizard leather. It's a simple thing, just a slender gold chain with a simple clasp. But it is a plot token. And it appears in our special items. Okay, so despite being described as a simple gold chain with a clasp, this description says it is studded with precious stones and feels warm to the touch. But when you try to put it on, it refuses to rest around your neck. The bronze key is crude and slightly bent. You found it in a Nephilim fortress. Based on its quality, the Nephilim aren't very good craftsmen. That, or maybe they had the goblins make it for them. Oh, for crap's sake. thought I saved early. I thought I saved in the big temple. I guess not. Well, that was embarrassing. Let's make sure I actually get the key again. Hey there, Leafy Nebula. OBS seems to be having some connection issues at the moment. Hopefully it'll stay stable for a while now. Okay, and now that the looting is complete again, I face the most dangerous enemy of all in this area, the floor. I was floored by that attack. Good one. Okay, and that is, in fact, everything on this level. Assuming no more surprise enemies. Let's have some light here. A closed gate, but a wheel that should open it. The spider is running from me. Those poor goblins must have been so scared when I came out of the wall. Bacon. Lair of Darkas, beware. Oh yeah, there's a drake back here. Or fire lizard at any rate. You paw through the assorted nastiness that makes up the fire drake's lair. You find nothing worth keeping. This is strange. Normally these creatures are extremely acquisitive. Also, Bolt of Fire is probably not going to do me near as much good against a fire drake. Fire lizard, whatever. Yep, no damage. And Smite, despite being cold damage, still does a pittance of damage to this creature. Good old steel is always effective. I know the layout of this area in general from Exile. But of course some of the specifics have changed a bit. Okay, before I get too beat up, would like to see if I can deal with this little corner. Little more effort on that lock. There was some sort of pressure plate in front of this door. The walls to your side slide back into the walls. revealing dank caverns beyond. And ghouls. Let's see, my main area of attack spell won't work very much. Oh, and this is Githa, this is not Esme. I have too many of my characters are brown-haired women wearing green. Anyway, Ice Lances won't do me a whole lot of good versus a pack of undead. Lightning, on the other hand... Oh, that wasn't so bad now, was it? Brown-haired women wearing green, isn't that just when I played Doom? Ha! Well played. There's a bronze key sitting on this pedestal. You don't take it, though, as you already have one. Interesting. That is a new addition to Avernum. Chainmail unidentified. Coins, a ring. Poison, and a healing elixir. Also, save scumming to try and get better treasure drops won't do me any good in this game. The treasures are not randomized. Can't open the lizard gate when there's a lizard standing right on the other side of it. The lizard apparently is smart enough to figure it out even if I can't. Ow! I saw something. Might have just been the cats. I do kinda miss having more individualized dialogue for the kitties. Couple of hiding spots for the lizards and a dead body. Okay, no one can carry a lamp. Cats are getting in the way, as cats often do. This is a small torture chamber. It's poorly equipped, but you're sure that the Nephilim make up for the lack of materials with great enthusiasm. That is, of course, when this room is used at all. All the stuff is dusty, and the bloodstains are dried. Fortunately, this room hasn't been used for its true purpose for a while. Let me just freshen up those bloodstains for you. And one of these rooms is occupied. You see a very short, very relaxed man. Though his imprisonment here has worn him down and made him dangerously thin, he still seems unconcerned. And in this one, his name is Needler. I don't remember what his name is in Exile. Greetings, friend. What are you doing here? Well, I'm a prisoner of the Nephilim, but what I spend most of my time doing is escaping. From the prison, yes? Yep, I'm a master of escape. They throw me in here, I get out, and they catch me and put me back in. It's kind of fun. They would have killed me long ago, but Anastasia likes me. Heck, I've been around this fort a dozen times now. In fact, if you were looking for something, I bet I've seen it. Try me. So, you know about the necklace they stole? You know, I'm not sure. Anastasia said something about it once. Something about being mad at the priests for putting it away and throwing away the key. But she didn't say much else. Most of the priests live on the top level of the fort, for what that's worth. And what do you know about Anastasia? Ah, yes, she's a fiery one. She's a human, but she practically runs this fort. Good mage, but pretty evil and twisted. I think she'd have killed me long ago, but she sort of misses human company, if you know what I mean. Ah, Anastasia, did you know that we killed her? You did? Oh dear. With her dead, the Nephilim will stop letting me live. Don't you think I'd better escape? That would seem to be a good idea. Alright then, thanks for your help, and good luck to you. Don't worry about me, I'll have no trouble getting away. He moves swiftly out of the cell. And actually, it does disappear. And my reputation increased, and I got 5 whole experience points. And I think that's about everything I can do here. Stairs back up are somewhat less hidden. Hooray! And let's make our way back to Formalo and return the mayor's necklace. Could swing through Fort Draco if I want to. There's a fair amount of mining and manufacturing wealth in the Fort Draco area, and there are plenty of guards wandering around looking to protect it. They examine you long enough to satisfy themselves that you don't match the descriptions of known bandits, and move on. I don't know if it's possible to actually lower your reputation below unknown in this game. I kinda doubt it. Also, there's a road through this area that is immensely helpful. And now we get to complete the first major game quest. The mayor takes the necklace from you reverently. At last it returns to me. She puts it on. As you watch, a powerful aura of authority and power envelops her. You deserve a lavish reward for this. She has you brought a sword and a token. This token will get you into the castle in the Great Cave, where you can meet with the great King Micah. The sword is very powerful. Take both with my blessing. You can kill Nephilim and hunt bandits and such, but there's no specific mission you can do for me. Sorry about that. Good luck to you. Yeah, maybe if I attack enough guards and rob enough city treasuries, that would get my reputation pretty low. So I've got pretty decent stash of coins. Also a pretty decent stash of skill points, wow. What all priest spells can I buy? I would like to have better smite spell, but do I really want to pay exorbitant prices for it? Yeah, I should do some training, but I don't know if I want to make everyone watch me do that on stream. One thing that I will do, though, is see if I can pick up the other recruitable party member. So just for now, I'm going to change who my active character is. This is so that I can do some more effective comparison. So the next recruitable NPC is here in Kotra, working at the boat shop. That's Eduardo. I should buy a boat at some point. We can talk to Andrew. Offer to have him come with us, and our reputation is now high enough that he will consider it. Andrew joins at level 5 with 16 tool use, which is kind of incredible. He's got pretty decent stats, and actually is quite comparable to Geetha at level 9 here. And he comes with Barter and also Pathfinder skills. So I have considered replacing Geetha with Andrew and maybe changing his name and portrait to match hers. That seems like a very cheesy thing to do, though. Okay, did not actually save before my shenanigans there. So Andrew has good melee skill, good pole skill, pretty good thrown missiles, crappy bows. He really does feel like a better copy of what I'm doing with Geetha. Maybe I subconsciously copied his build when I was making her. And despite being skilled with thrown weapons, he actually has kind of crappy equipment. Small apartment where Jay is still waiting for you. No, Jay's... Oh, come on, I need to get rid of a character before I can put Jay back in the party. Huh. That's honestly a bit annoying. Add character failed, you don't have a slot open. I thought it would let me store one character in one room and then stash another character in another room. Perhaps Jeff had not quite refined all of the programming in this early engine of the game. Oh, Andrew also comes with ability to go berserk. I did not remember that. He does not come with potion making ability, but I haven't been using that yet. Because I recruited him in the first slot. Interesting. Oh. Character gains Elite Warrior, really? What do you know? So he does. I'm going to redo just a little bit for now. Yeah, Jay also has Elite Warrior. And I kind of like him having that. Oh, right. I have to fight these guys again. But of course, through all this, the most impressive character is still Esme, because mage spells own. Damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just reload again. Welcome everyone to the joy of playing RPGs. What was that? I'm a little more impressed now with my first attempt at all of this, tripping none of the traps. Okay, poison dart flies out, but Jay resists it. Hooray, everyone's healthy, no one is dead. And I could redo the fight in this corner for completion's sake, but I really don't feel like it right now. In fact, instead of going straight to Formalo, I'm going to Dovno to get stuff identified and sold off so I have more money! Also, I was thinking about it. If first slot gets Elite Warrior, last slot gets Natural Mage, I think that is the default party stats that you get from a female party. So that actually kind of makes sense. Ring of Skill increases accuracy and damage in combat. Very nice. Cursed Bronze Helmet. Not so nice. And a Steel Chainmail. Pretty good. By the time you get down to the food in your inventory, that's generally the last thing. Office is over here. Also, at 18, my reputation is well known. Because Esme needs to be even more overpowered. Hey there, Zach. Okay, so... we have retrieved the mayor's necklace. What else can we do in this region? We can fight some very stupid Nepharim. For the rest of this session, I'm just going to work on filling in more of the map in this corner of the world. The weight of incredible age weighs on this tiny cave. It's almost hard to believe there was ever anyone here. But there must have been. There is a glowing blue crystal resting on the floor. Hard to see under the mold which covers it. Yoink! And I got another mind crystal. So I believe that in Exile there was a dungeon around there that is not there anymore. This large cave is filled with a number of large spider webs. The webs are new and occupied. Fortunately, the large spiders hanging from them don't seem to be paying any attention to you. A body hanging from the webs has a wand. Your action causes the webs to vibrate. The vibrations attract the attention of several visitors. Yeah, I saw that news over on the Spiderweb Discord. At least some people are thinking that an Avernum 4 remake is upcoming. We'll just have to see what the official news is. I really need to use the archery skill more. Because unlike Exile, archery is actually useful in this game. I do remember getting some decent use out of archery in some of the Exiles. Maybe my standards just weren't as high at that point. More spellcasting spiders. Delightful. Yeah, compared to the previous versions, archery is pretty broken in this one. When you get used to doing actual damage and killing enemies with arrows, it's hard to go back to merely annoying them. Sometimes I remember where to look for secret passages, and sometimes I do not. Oh, hey, there's one. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone until I can get a save in. Yeah, just regular old giant lizards. Part of the problem I'm having with keeping my party members straight is they don't always attack in party order. It's more to do with who's got dexterity or attack initiative or what have you. Search the mine for anything useful and find a small dusty green stone. We get an emerald. In Exile these were sapphires, but sapphires aren't really a thing in Avernum. You don't need them to cast your map spell. I don't even remember if there is a magic map spell in this one. It's been so long since I've actually played. Tiny scraps of armor and bits of metal provide evidence that there was once a heavy battle here. The cave has an eerie feeling to it. You feel like you aren't alone in here, like someone is watching you. You find a large heap of refuse, left over from the battle. You pick through the scraps and rusty metal, but everything has been scattered and heavily picked through. You find nothing of value. Of course, this is a large cavern. There may be something useful here. You just don't know where to find it. And you haven't talked to the right NPC to discover what you need to be looking for anyway. Okay, really? Hey there, Garnet. Do you need more attention? Ha! Now here is a dungeon that is still present in Avernum. A mysterious crypt. Middle-aged man with a scratchy beard and battered armor sits by the fire, warming himself. He has a holy symbol and a dented mace. I and young me are adventurers. We're trying to get into the crypt. Greetings, fellow adventurer. Why do you travel on the paths of danger? Well, have to do something. I wasn't like this on the surface. I was a monk and a sage, but then I did something which angered my superiors. Positively awful men. Never understood the need for perfect grammar on the scrolls. The records were for posterity. Is it too much to ask that some effort be spent making them correct? He frowns. It would seem so. It was too much trouble for them. I criticized their handling of the scrolls one too many times, and here I am. This is definitely a crypt. I can sense the torment of the souls beyond. We hope to liberate them from their unholy bondage, and pick up a treasure or two in the bargain. Do you know how to open the door? I haven't a clue. We've been here for some time, trying to solve this dreadful quandary. There is a huge door in the middle of this wall. The door is a flat, featureless rectangular slab of stone. There is no handle or latch, and no markings indicating who built this structure. You try briefly to get the door open, but you don't have any luck. It's too heavy for you to force it, and there's no way to open it. Well, hey there, Lee Davis. Thanks for dropping in. I wasn't sure if this was going to attract any of the Doom crowd. Channel has been growing quite a bit faster than I expected because apparently people really like Doom. Hi there, what are you making? Something nasty. I'm getting ready to enter the crypt. It'll be a tough haul. Nasty and dangerous. But better than the alternative. The main problem now is figuring out how to get in. Spells and lockpicks haven't worked on the door yet, but we'll keep on it. There must be some way to open it. Can the alternative really be worse? Well, yes, I could be on the surface. I went into Avernum voluntarily. I may be the only one. Let's just say there was a marriage I wasn't interested in being a part of. Then she smiles. It's hard to get quality ingredients. Oh my. Just imagine, a marriage prospect so bad you go to the underworld instead of going through with it. So, asp fangs make powerful potion. Arrows of light and arrows of life would be very useful in a crypt. So yeah, in Exile, I believe there was a secret passage we could use to get in here. No such luck in Avernum. We have to wait until the first day of some month or other. I think some character somewhere in the Eastern Gallery, or maybe Formalo tells us about that. First of Remembrance, or something beginning with R. And yeah, I'm kind of dancing around Motrax's cave. I'm getting kind of tired and might end the stream soon, but I want to give Motrax justice when I do get to him. You enter this remote cavern and are enveloped in thick clouds of steam. It's hard to see in here, but you manage to make out several natural hot springs. You check the water. It's actually a comfortable temperature. A long, hot soak later, you are fully clean and refreshed. These springs are wonderful. Some enterprising Avernite should open up a spa here. In fact, I think there's someone down in Silvar who wants to do just that, if he can find the place. Cave of Motrax. Polite guests only, please. I knew it, there was something hidden around here. This passage starts sloping upward sharply. You keep climbing, starting to get hopeful. You slowly start to believe that you may have found the way out. The passage ends in a cave-in 2 miles up. Countless tons of rock block the exit. Burns on the ceiling make it clear that this was the work of humans, not nature. The Empire sealed off this passage. Your search to escape this pit must continue. Mining areas around Fort Draco. Can't actually interact with most of the doors. Or any of them, I guess. Avernum does streamline the map a fair bit compared to Exile. I'm actually going to save here and start packing it in. Give Garnet some good pets while she's in my lap. Well, thank you everyone for joining, and I will pick back up around here, possibly with a slightly different party, for 800 subscribers whenever that happens. Always glad to see you, Zach. Alright. Good night, Lee, and feel free to check out any of my Exile or Avernum videos if you're curious. This was a game series developed for the Macintosh. Exile was in the mid-90s. Avernum started coming out around 2000. It's a rather niche but very well-written role-playing series. Basically takes place in underground fantasy Australia. Exile is Avernum in this case is a cave system that functions much like real-life Australia in that it is a penal colony full of dangerous wildlife and weird magic stuff. Our mission is to get revenge on the Empire and find a way out. Good night, everybody, and I will see you next time.